Hey guys, Patrick here from Sega Saturn SHIRO. I just wanted to take a look real quick at the new MiSTer Core for the Saturn, which I think is fantastic. This just dropped, I think it was either a couple days ago or just, actually I think it might have been actually today or actually maybe earlier this week. I don't know exactly, but I just want to show off this core a little bit. I'm just showing you right here, it's the menu right here for the MiSTer to show that it's not like some fake Saturn thing I made up or like some captured for Saturn editing work. This is all MiSTer hardware. There's me working with the aspect ratio and stuff, showing off a couple of menus. So we're going to right now hop into a game real quick. Let's try at first. Why don't we go try Cubecat? I think that's sort of one that I think a lot of SHIRO are fans of, and in all honesty, I played it before. I'm just checking to see it so that way we can see the gameplay of it, because I know this actually works. And there you go, Cubecat in all its Cubecat glory. So like I said, test menu, make sure it's not faking. But yeah, let's hop into the game. So you see me in game. I'm not very good at it, as you're probably gonna see in the gameplay of it, but I just wanted to show off. Let me raise the volume a little bit. Show off some of the controls and the effects and the way that the MiSTer Core works. See, it's working pretty well in this demo, and it's not really going to be the exact same for the rest of the games. They're kind of hit and miss in some aspects, but this one is very good in its functionality on the MiSTer Core. So yeah, weirdly enough, out of all the games, this one worked probably. So this actually, Cubecat actually worked the closest to actual hardware than any of the games on this list. So we're gonna try out and check out Omikaze Savers now. And as you can see, there's some issues with it in terms of some graphical glitches and the bit distorted music, but it's playing nonetheless, and it's really cool. I thought I'd check this game out because, of course, you know, I think it's a favorite of the SHIRO group, at least particularly with Pandemonium. Yeah, so you can see it kind of glitches out here and there and freezes and loops, and I think it actually crashes the game, so I think I have to reset here. But we're back in the game now. Here's the menu, and as you'll see in a little bit, the sound is kinda not 100% complete and kinda crunchy in some aspects. Yep, so here you go. Here's the I'll lower it, of course, so it doesn't destroy your ears, but it's a bit loud, as you can see. And I won't like stay on this for long. I'm just trying to show off that you know, some of the gameplay elements work, but the sound is definitely needs some work. You can kind of see with this. I just want to let people know this is actually an alpha core. This is not like 100%. This isn't ready to go perfect. I mean, obviously it's not perfect. So please take this as it will, and you know, your mileage may vary for what you can find. But moving on, let's try out Bulk Slash. I know this is a fan favorite of mine, and a favorite of mine. So we're gonna try this out a little bit. Aspects kind of not the greatest, but the sound sounds a little bit better. I actually turned on the slave. I actually want to note that the slave CPU, you want to turn that on. I'll point that out at the end of the video just to show you, like. And as you can see, the hour is kind of off center a bit for Bulk Slash. Yeah, the menus are not there, but I'll sit into the game and see if it's any better. Probably not, though. This load screen actually lasted quite a while. I cut it down. It was pretty much twice of what you're seeing now for the load screen. So it was pretty long load in. As you can see, this also comes to the issue of missing sound elements and certain aspects of the game, like that. Sounds like, actually, I kind of like it. It sounds like a cockpit almost. And yeah, my health bar is now the entire screen. And like I said, as you can hear, the sound elements are not there and missing quite a bit of elements in the sound. And I believe it's the VDP2 layer is also missing, but I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. Let's hit up Night for that. But yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of gameplay, just showing that it's running for the most part. Of course, a bit glitched up, and you know, not the best quality. But like I said, this is an alpha core. You need to keep this in mind. This isn't what's gonna be released. This is like, you have to like get certain you have to get like unstable cores to be able to run this right now. This is like all testing stuff. So like I said, your mileage may vary, and what you see is, you know, might not reflect what it's gonna look like in years, as this video might be outdated and when this core is maybe perfected almost. I think it's really crazy we're able to have this, you know, awesome core. This will open it up to a lot of people that really want to try it out but have not really had a chance to try a Saturn. And hopefully it will ease people out that want to like have HDMI solutions for their Saturn or HD captures and try to run as close to original hardware as possible. And with bulk slash, let's now move on to the Garfield Master, which we'll see is one of those games that doesn't quite run the best. And then when it gets in the game, you'll see that I think there might be some issues with the graphics currently with that. And it is kind of weird how crazy it is. Like, I tried other games as well, like Blue Skies. It just didn't boot up in general. I didn't include it in the video, sadly. Now we're trying out Satirists, which worked quite well, and the sound actually wasn't too awful. You see, I drew a little face, a little happy face, and want to do a little, was it Pat Ross? So just color those eyes red, just like the. Want to color it red, you know, just like my inner pain and my inner sorrow. And just, you know, let's color that up, and, you know, why don't we, you know, everything's red now. All I see is red. Nothing is the same. And you know what? Why don't we, get a little message written up here? I think, someone will see a little message, so when we get that little message set up, let's, get that, and let's write a message to my good pal. My good pal Bob at Retro RGB. Shout out Bob. There you go. Alright, so this next clip I had to censor because it would be taken down by YouTube copyright. So I will just show the clip of it. And I'll just describe that it was very grungy sounding. Yeah. A little bit of sound missing there. Sound effects. So go in the cutscene, you can hear a little bit. And yeah, this is another one that unfortunately crashed. I could not get in game, sadly, so I unfortunately could not play some Match Night Ray Earth. I was able to get into the Twinkle Star Sprite game, play a little bit of that, and see a little bit of this cutscene. But just like the previous game, it kind of locked up on me. It will lock up and loop, but yeah, most of it. I'm not going to show all of it just for time constraint reasons. You'll see I'll jump to the end of it. Yeah, as you can see, it was pretty close to finishing up, but sadly it crashed on me. So I had to reboot it and skip the cutscene so I can actually get into the game. So you can see it, you can get to the menus and get to the character selection and show a little bit of the menus. I skipped this. The menus are very slow loading. So the the loading is like almost triple the time it is on a regular Saturn right now. I don't know exactly why, but I'm guessing it has to do with the core and just loading elements up. But yeah, voice acting is there for the most part, but in game it has some issues. So I think as far as I actually got into a retail game, I'm actually playing it like an actual like unmodified game that's not translated. But yeah, as you can see, character went missing, had some glitches here and there, and once I really got to the ending of the game when I beat her, it kind of froze up on me, probably because the model was missing. So as you see, it just kind of locked here, and I had to reset it, sadly. But one game I wanted to finish up with that I could not get working no matter how much I tried was Software Wars. I tried so hard to get it working, nothing I could do to get it working, turning on and off the slave CPU. It was not a good time, so sadly I could not show that off. But, you know, hey, maybe the score is very early, so you know, we might actually eventually get to play the entire Software Wars on the MiSTer, which would be pretty cool. So yeah, before we go, I just want to talk about some of the cool features. So slave CPU enable, I'd recommend you set that to yes, just for compatibility reasons. I'm not sure if maybe it affected it or not for me, but when I turned it on, a lot more games ran at a at least more stable and actually ran at it to an extent where it was actually playing. So I'd recommend checking those out. But yeah, there's a couple settings inside the core itself. As you can see, I'm just going through some of them. If any of the games don't run or have finicky issues, you can change the region. There's like a couple regions like Brazil, Japan, and stuff of that nature. And of course, you can check the different settings like borders, composite blend, and of course the scan lines. Who could forget the scan lines and the aspect ratio, of course. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you'd like to try out the core yourself, there's going to be instructions in the article on how to download and run it on your MiSTer. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later.